Alright, CSS battle time. Let's get started. I have to apologize. I spent a few minutes trying to figure out OBS and how to get my code to be larger and expanded, but I was struggling actually wrap my head around being able to get the code to be bigger but not block these views. So I need to work on that more. I will try to do that, but I need to get this done. So we have these boxes here. If it was just these boxes, a conic gradient would repeat nicely, but this curve right here is troublesome. And I think what we have is a radial gradient on this yellow box. And if it's just size this big, that yellow box should repeat nicely with that radial gradient. And then we can just make those. So what I'm going to do is put a purple background on everything. All right, great. And so that way I don't have to mess around with any of that anywhere. And so then on the body, we are going to do a background. We're going to do our radial gradient. Actually, we're going to just give it a yellow background for a moment, and then I'm going to size it with margin before I do a radial gradient. So kind of 50 on the top, 100 on the sides, and like 20 on the bottom. There we go. Let's get this. Whoa, I got the top right. That's cool. 120, 130, 140 on the sides. I'm trying to actually talk and say what code I'm using, 30 on the bottom. More because I got the feedback it's unreadable. So I do. It is smaller. I think it's because I'm on a bigger screen too. It's a bigger area, so the way the screen captures it, it ends up looking smaller on different displays. All right, let's see. 1Q to make a circle. It's going to be a little tricky because we can't really see the entirety of the gradient here. So I'm going to make a circle that's centered and then move it around and see if I can get that right. But we're going to have to play with radius. We're going to have to play with, I'm going to say 70 pixels or so. And then we're going to go transparent. Okay, then we are going to move it. All right, so 70 seems like way too small of a radius. Let's get it. There we go. We're centered. And you look at how sharp a curve we have. So let's start upping that radius. I think what we're going to have to do is size this as well. Okay. So I think I need to move it up. Okay, 120, something like that. Man, I'm really shooting in the dark on this. I need to move it. Okay, let me think about this. So now you see that diamond shape. It means our vertical repeat is not sufficient. So let's do something less crazy. More like that. So now let's come back down. Oh, that's my vertical. That's not my vertical size, right? I thought the second one was my vertical. Oh, it is. It is. Second one is my vertical sizing. There we go. Okay. Actually, that looks like the right shape just about. Let's just get it sized properly. Oh, this is size. I need position. All right. Okay. So right now I have the position set at 60 pixels left and right, and then I'm walking the vertical position up, and we're at 170 right now. My sizing, horizontal sizing, I'm changing to 110. Man, this is real sketchy. It doesn't look great. I'm at 113 and it's not looking right. Let's put it at 110. It looks about the same. And then I have 300 pixels for my vertical size because I don't want it repeating too quickly. I think 300 is excessive, but it seems to be working. It doesn't look great. All right, now I was going to box shadow those other boxes around it. I'm feel like I'm gonna have to change these numbers that I have for the radial gradient and the repeat. I don't feel confident about it. Let's just say it that way. I feel like I shouldn't have to have a horizontal size in there, but I do. I do need a horizontal size if I have a vertical size. So let's back this up to what I had. Yeah, I need horizontal repeat. That's right. Yeah, I do need horizontal size because yeah, that's what makes it repeat and give us this cleft there. All right, let's do our box shadows. We're gonna go negative 100 pixels 0. Okay, it's gonna be 120, I think. Okay, at least that's working. And then we're gonna go 120 0 to do the other box, and then we're gonna go vertical, so we're gonna go 0 negative 120, and we get that one. We can just do the color property to get our default orange color going there, and we can take the hashtag out of it to on color. You can get away with that. So now our diff is looking pretty good. We just have a little bit of a glow there with that radial gradient. I'm feeling 99.9% on this. So I think I'm gonna have to adjust these numbers if it works at all. Yeah, 99.9. Okay. So 12, 13, 14. I don't know if this is even going to get me to the right position. I don't know if 100 pixels is the right value that I need. I just changed it to 90, 180, 181, 182. Okay, that's not the right value. So 100 was closer. 110. Now let's walk it back up. 1, 2, no, 58, 59. Wow. This is tricky. I did not expect it actually to be this difficult to get this lined up. I'm not sure how else I'd want to make, yeah, 99.9 again. Okay, let's open up the code previewer. Let's see if I can get this to help me out here. Let's take here, copy image address, come here, paste it in. Okay, good, we got that. Let's get our code. Let's see how this renders. Sometimes, yeah, okay, I mean, I'm seeing that same difference. Sometimes it's more clear. Okay, 58. I don't think I'm making any progress with this. Alright. I don't know. I'm chasing myself in circles here. I think 110 is the value. I think I just need to figure out the combination of units here to get this to work. Yeah, I don't think the preview, this isn't where it's helping. Usually where it helps the most is when I don't see a difference in the diff. I was hoping to see something different there. When the diff looks perfect and I can't tell, the previewer usually lights something up for you. How else might I approach this? Because I feel like I'm gonna be banging my head against the wall with this. I wonder if changing the vertical size shouldn't affect it. It should not. Let's change our position. Yeah, it does affect it a lot, it seems like. Yeah, I see why. I see why. Let's see what happens when we run it back down. Let's go to 10. Let's type it in proper like. $109 on the gradient size? I don't know. I'm just... No, that's the horizontal repeat. I need my position, my vertical position. That's about as good as I keep getting it. I can't seem to get it better than that. Yeah, 99.9. I can't get better than 99.9. Let's see if I can make that work. If that changes anything, I don't think it will. 99.9. That's all I'm getting here. I might have to leave it at this for the moment and see if anyone else has a better idea. Because sometimes there's some grace here when you're not using a radial gradient. Like if you did a conic gradient and made this triangle that way, there's more grace to be had there. I don't want to use just a normal like border dotted or a border radius here, because then you've got to mask it, you know, here. And I guess I could, but I don't think that's the way to go. Kind of like this solution. This seems the best. I just want to make it work. So I'm going to leave it here at 99.9, sadly. And I'll try to put in the comments if I make it better. Or the description, I mean. That being said, I hope you're having fun with this. I hope you got 100%, and I'll catch you later.